Hey, B-Siders. Welcome to another episode of Bravo for the B-Side. This is Jim.
This is Danny.
And we have an interesting one this week. It's another one from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And, well, I don't know.
Oh, come on.
We got some things to talk about on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Important things.
Yeah.
Some things we've addressed before, but now we have an opportunity to really get into it.
You can learn as much from bad movies as you can from good movies.
You can, which is why we cover all of them.
Yes.
Not just ones that we know are good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah. It's going to be something interesting.
Yeah.
Happening. Although I will say it was all tempered. We finally got to watch season 6, part 1 of Vikings.
Amazing.
Right?
Oh my God.
But now it could be several years before part 2 ever makes its way to Prime, because we're not going to pay for it. We've been watching it for free. And
we need to start it over though.
I want to start it over because those flashback scenes with Ragnar.
Oh my God. I want to just buy them. I want to just like cave in and buy them on iTunes and just see what we get.
I would love to, but like we have mentioned before, you don't know what you're getting. You're getting the History Channel version. Are you getting the rated R version where there's blood? Are you getting the Australian version where there's like full on nudity in the UK with all the different mixes? There's like 4 or 5 different cuts of this fucking thing. Because like what was on Hulu was not what was on Prime. Because remember we watched it and I'm like, whoa, what happened to that battle scene?
Yeah.
There was a whole lot of gore there. Anyway.
Back to this.
So first off, before we get into it, I just want to say, number one thing, it's terribly important to have your poster match your movie. I'm going to go back to Velociraptor.
Velocipaster.
God, motherfucker. Okay.
That's what I'm here for.
That thing. Yeah. Velocipaster.
Rad cover.
That dinosaur.
Stanky movie.
Was not anywhere near close.
No.
To what you saw in the movie. It was a crippled up, hunched over T-Rex costume.
Yeah.
So bad. Anyway.
You could get me a T-Rex costume and we could make our own Velocipaster.
Or we could make something different.
Well, there's that.
Maybe.
But listen, the principal part of this is you get me a T-Rex costume.
We'll see.
Fine.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to wear it.
Where? We can't go anywhere.
Everywhere.
We can't go anywhere.
I'm going to just stand outside in it.
That I believe. Tell you what, I'll order the T-Rex costume the same day I order the new Boba Fett helmet.
Deal.
And I'll put masks in both.
Treat
with
yourself.
The filters.
Yeah.
That's better than the Scarecrow mask. Less likely. Well, no, I don't know. I was going to say less likely to get shot. But did you see what happened for Star Wars Day?
No.
In Canada.
There was a shooting.
No, not that. No, some young woman for May the 4th was out in her stormtrooper outfit and a bunch of people called the fucking police. And they showed up and they had the fucking SWAT team. They had assault rifles drawn on her. There's video of it. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous that, you can't tell a plastic fucking stormtrooper rifle. I mean, maybe not from a distance, but they got up on her, said, drop it. You drop it. If you can't tell plastic from a rifle hitting the ground, you got no business being a law enforcement officer.
I know. I'll play devil's advocate and say,
of course,
Canada did just very recently have a very tragic mass shooting.
Right. But it's someone dressed as a stormtrooper.
I know.
On Star Wars Day.
I know.
Which is known worldwide. That's all I'm saying. And once once they established it was a toy and she's doing this costume, they still kept their weapons on her. They still had her on the ground. I mean, it's just terrible. And then the fucking police chief is saying, well, she didn't comply and this and that. But the guy, the video that the guy was taking of this happening clearly shows a different story.
Right.
She was complying, 100%. Anyway,
back to this movie
so
again.
So don't wear funky fucking masks out, because who the hell knows what's going to happen to you. I want to. I really do. Even my Poe Dameron helmet.
I mean, you could.
I could, but they probably think it was a fucking tank helmet and I was like tank girl. They draw down on me. Should we talk about this movie?
Let's talk about this movie.
All right. Tell us what we have.
We have a little ditty called Killer Sofa.
Yeah, we do.
It was made in 2019, directed by Bernie Rao, also written by Bernie Rao, starring Jed Brophy, Jordan Rivers, Pilmio May, Nathalie Morris, and Harley Neville. It was not rated because it's an indie. That happens a lot with indies.
Right.
Best guess would be R, probably, most likely.
I put it would probably be an R. I mean, it's iffy. And as we get into it, it'll become clear.
Yeah. It'd be. Yeah. It's anyway. Weren't able to find the budget. So, but my guess would be, I don't know, 50,000
at most.
Yeah.
I'd put it to anywhere between 20 and 50.
Yeah.
1,000 because, well, I don't know what to say before we get into it. I guess we can start out by saying technically it was good. The technical aspects. I mean, it was good camera work, so they had good equipment.
Yeah, they had good actors. They had good sets.
Yeah, a lot of locations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
Anyway,
tell us what it's about, though.
The log line. When a Dibuk-possessed reclining chair becomes enchanted by a girl and starts committing crimes of passion, a couple of detectives find themselves fighting their own demons while trying to solve this strange case with the help of a disgraced Jewish rabbi and an eccentric voodoo sorceress. That was all one sentence.
I know.
And this log line is not really good.
No.
Not completely.
No. Well, interestingly enough, if we had read this much of it, because this isn't what showed up on the liner notes, the description, because it took me forever to figure out there was a disgraced Jewish rabbi in this whole thing. Yeah,
I didn't know he was a Jewish rabbi until they literally there's a scene where they have coffee cups.
Well, I was wondering, what's all that about?
Mentioned a rabbi, and I was like, that's pretty weird.
Well, I was suspicious, but I didn't jump in on that one.
Yeah.
Until they called him rabbi.
Right.
Like, well, that was out of the blue, because we're, past 3/4 of the way through this. And
there's no way to know he's a rabbi.
No.
I call him a hippie guy in my notes.
Yeah.
So, back at her house, Fran has brought the box that they're supposed to trap the demon in. And she's like, it's this teeny tiny little box. It's like a foot long and like 4 inches deep.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not even a shoebox.
No.
Yeah. It was wholly ineffective.
And she like throws it at the chair and she's like, get in the box. Obviously, it's not. How? That whole scene, I did really enjoy it, though.
Yes.
Because it's this teeny tiny little box in front of a lazy boy, essentially.
Yeah.
And I don't know what she envisions is going to happen.
I enjoyed it. It was humorous because there's no ceremony. There's no she doesn't have any fucking idea what's going on, right? She's not like suddenly imbued with the knowledge of her, her friend's grandfather who has the power.
Right.
You know.
She just throws a box at the chair and is like, get in.
All right, get in it. Why won't you get in the fucking chair?
Right. So obviously it isn't going to climb in the box.
Right.
So she pours gasoline all over herself and the chair.
Didn't understand that, but I thought clearly bad choice.
Well, I think her reasoning was if I can't burn it in the box, I can just burn it regularly.
No.
I don't know why she poured it all over herself.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Why would you douse yourself? It's like taking a stick of dynamite, shoving it up your ass, lighting the fuse, and then backing towards your target.
I know.
Yeah, you deliver the dynamite. But there are far better delivery methods without involving you.
Anyway, so she lights a match.
Yes.
And she like holds it out to the chair and it goes.
And it goes out.
Blows out the match. So she lights another one. Blows it out again. So she just keeps lighting matches and holding them in front of herself.
Yes.
For several seconds.
Well, to me, it was funny. It was like, I know this wasn't the case, but it was like they were doing multiple takes. Because it's that moment, right? In fantasy, science fiction, all this stuff, where the hero, holds the sword or the wand or whatever out. Oh, it's that, look what I have, motherfucker. Your day is, oh. She's like doing it again. Oh.
Yeah. So she keeps doing it and the chair just keeps blowing it out.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, obviously she can't just toss the match after lighting it instead of holding it out for it to blow out.
Right.
Right. That would be too simple.
It would. So
Gravy comes in and saves the day.
Yep. Bang, bang.
I've shortened it.
Yep.
We find out that Freddy put himself in the chair. That was why he wanted his legs cut off so he would fit.
Yeah.
And he, Gravy comes in, shoots the chair. We don't need to shorten this, I guess. We probably should explain it because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, well, I've got it right here.
Oh, you get it?
Jack. What's your point?
Man rubbing his boob.
I know. That was, I don't know what kind of pseudo-sexual nonsense that was, but I could have done without it. That was more unsettling than the chair episode where she was writhing in the red light.
It was. It's true.
Who's got the problem? You or the men you attract? Holy shit.
What kind of chair is that?
Exactly. Well, and that bit of caressing it before she got fully into her thing, I have, because when we got our new bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Quick story, folks. So last time we moved, we pared down a bunch, got rid of a ton of shit, including
the crappy old ratty bed.
Well, we were using crappy old ratty bed because where we decided to have our bedroom, we couldn't fit the gigantic fucking bed. I had many, many, many years, decades ago, bought this giant fucking bed that has followed me around.
It was gorgeous.
Like an anal wart. It was gorgeous, but every fucking place you go, it's like, okay, which room is big enough to hold this fucker? Because then that's the bedroom.
It's like a beautiful 4-poster, solid wood, handcrafted.
Irish cottage.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yep. Handcrafted wood. Huge.
Weighed a fucking ton.
It did. Son of a bitch. This thing was solid fucking wood all over the place. So anyway, we had to get rid of it because it was just time to get rid of a bunch of shit. And we did. We did before Marie Kondo.
We Marie Kondoed.
Yeah, we Marie Kondoed.
Yeah.
And then we saw her later. We did that again. But anyway, so when we moved in, we were sleeping on the floor. First order of business, we got our, daughter's bedroom all set up and da-da-da. So she wasn't stuck sleeping on the floor. But we were, trying to figure out what we need.
Right.
Right. Because we had gotten rid of the giant couch that we hated.
Mm-hmm.
that was also massive, big,
Yeah.
fucking L-shaped, fucking thing.
We didn't want to rush into getting new furniture.
Because that's how you end up with shit you hate.
Yes.
Yeah. So we spent a month on the floor and then finally decided, let's get a Christmas present early.
Yeah.
And so we ordered a mattress, the whole bed thing. And, oh my God.
This mattress, folks.
That first night laying in that bed was euphoric beyond measure.
It was.
I have never been anything so comfortable in all my life.
Right.
Seriously, it was magnificent. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because you were with me.
I was with you.
I don't recall fondling the bed like it was some giant, I don't even know, it was some sort of sexual part of something. I can't imagine what would look like a bed.
I don't think so.
I think all I did was go, oh, I fucking love this bed.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Quick plug. Tuft and Needle mint mattress. That is the mattress we have. It's fucking amazing.
Yep.
I love that bed.
Couple years already, and it is still rocking it.
It is so comfy.
I mean, not gonna lie, I fucking hate mornings more than I ever did in my life. And I've always hated mornings because I don't want to get out of that.
I know.
It makes it hard.
It cradles you like a little baby on a cloud.
It does. Sound like Tim Curry on Sight. I like it. I like to swaddle like an angel.
That is how it feels.
It is.